Got the baddest bitch in the city, so don't fuck around. Know them hoes is out to get me, they don't hold me down. Know me now, act like you don't know me now. Let my bitch off the purse, she get 100 rounds. 100 rounds, hold me down.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today we are here with a different type of video. We got a hair tutorial slash story time slash whatever. So I know y'all been requesting me to do these type of videos, so I'm giving it to y'all now. But before I get into the story time, let me just tell y'all something. First of all, this hair was sent to me by vivibabihair. I'm gonna link everything down below, y'all know that. This lace was one of the best lace frontals I've ever received in my life. Out of all the companies that ever sent me hair, sometimes there's something wrong with the frontal where the knots are too big or it's too thick or whatever the case may be. These knots were, first of all, they were single knotted, and I'll do a video about the difference between single knotted and double knotted. If you don't know what it is, like I said, I'll do a video or you could just look it up. But I appreciated that so much. It came pre-plucked as well, which is another great thing, and it was super easy to pluck. I decided to pluck my wigs off camera because sometimes it's very time consuming and I don't know how long it's actually going to take me, but it actually did not take me long to pluck this at all. So you got to appreciate a good frontal that is easy to pluck. That's number one. Number two, it was so thick and luxurious. I just had a great time with this wig, and y'all know I barely rave about certain companies because I don't wear the hair that long and stuff like that, but so far so good, and I was super pleased with how this look turned out. So if you are interested in getting you a nice quick little 13x6, great knots, if you're a beginner, you don't know how to pluck that well, this wig came with a lot of the work done. Y'all know I be bugging sometimes. My wordplay just be everywhere. But anyways, I just showing y'all how I styled it on a mannequin head. Y'all know how I get down. I have to mold it and style it on a mannequin head before I put it on my head, so I don't have so much work to do when it's time to actually install it or whatever the case may be. So I'm gonna put a timestamp on where the story time starts, but if you're interested on seeing how I molded this hair and really got it to lay super flat, y'all know I don't do the helmet wigs and nothing like that. I got this wig super flat and plucked it super natural, and oh my god, when y'all see the way this wig turned out, y'all are gonna be like, oh nah, I need this. So make sure y'all check out all the links down below, and yeah, the story time will be coming up soon, so I hope y'all enjoy this little mini tutorial right now. Alright y'all, so I just thought about this story, this situation that I had went through a few years ago, and I mean, when I think about it now, I can laugh, but in the moment when it happened, yo, I just knew my life was over. Like, you ever had a situation when you caught your partner doing something and you just be so distraught and just so betrayed and just feeling all these emotions? You just like, damn, like, you give it up like that, word, like, that's crazy. So that's how I was feeling. So one day, one day, me and my boyfriend at the time, we was already going through it in our relationship, and we was just in a space at the time where we just wanted to, well, I feel like I just wanted to just be good. Like, I don't want to have to worry about what you're doing. I don't want to have to worry about your attitude. Like, I just want us to have a good night, go out on a date or something. Like, you know, the regular stuff. And that's what I expected to happen. So we decided to go roller skating. And I was hype about that because I'm just like, yeah, we barely go out on dates. And I just want to feel like you my man. You know what I'm saying? So what wound up happening is, yeah, we went roller skating, but the type of dudes I mess with, like, they just so hood. Like, they can't go anywhere. Like, they always gotta like observe the area and see what's going on, who it is, see if there's any ops around. Like, you know, all my life, like, since I really started seriously dating men, all I date is like gangsters or gangbangers or drug dealers. Like, I'm not even gonna cap for y'all. Scammers is the top one. I think I dated more scammers in my life than anybody. And surprisingly never partaken in any activities. Let me just put that out there for people to be like, girl, you be scamming. Nah, I don't. Anyway, so that's what happened. And we got there and he just wasn't feeling the scene. Like, it was only me and him. And we got there and it was just so much people in there. It was packed, like, so much people in there, and it was looking real mixy. Like, you don't know who might be in there. So he was just not jacking it from then. Like, he just was like, nah, I'm not feeling this. Like, we gotta go. So I already fake had an attitude because it's like, oh my God, like, we could never go nowhere. It's always something. It's always something. And I was getting mad annoying to me. So yeah, I'm just like, why we can never go nowhere without it being a problem? Like, that gets mad annoying after a while, because you still, like, you know what you signed up for when you date a certain person. But it's just like, after a while, it's like, all right, so if we gotta be super cautious about how we move in, I'm with it. But just now you pick the activities. What you think is more safe for us to do, or places for us to go. Like, at least make some plans. Like, he wasn't really jacking that. Now that I think about it, he just probably was cheating anyway. But we'll get to that part of the story. We wound up going home, or whatever the case may be, and we just watching movies on Netflix. So we was watching Netflix. Obviously didn't actually watch the movie, if you could read between the lines. And I don't know if I fell asleep or I just took like a baby nap. I don't know. I don't remember what exactly happened. This was mad long ago. But I woke up and he was sleeping, and the way we was sleeping, like, he was holding me, and his phone was like right there. And it's like, you ever had that urge, like, when you with somebody that you just unsure of what they got going on in their phone, like, you feel like they living a whole different life or whatever the case may be. You just like, some moments God just be like, you be like, God, did you put this phone here for a reason? Like, what, God, like, what, like, tell me, should I go through the phone, should I not go through the phone? But then again, if I go through the phone, am I ready for what I might see? Like, I don't know. And me, the way we was going through things, I just felt like I knew I was gonna find something. I wasn't ready for what I found, but I wasn't ready for what I found, but I was just like, I know I'm gonna find something. And I know we just kind of fake had a good night or whatever the case may be, but this is my chance. Like, this is my opportunity. Like, you be so low-key about it, and now I feel like I finally got your ass. So I said, well, I feel like God told me to go through that phone, so I'm gonna go through the phone. So at the time, oh, people probably gonna know, I don't care. So what happened was, I tried to put his Face ID on the phone, and Face ID don't work unless their eyes is open, and I never knew that. So I'm like, should I try to open his eyes? When I get in those type of like situations, I be thinking of the craziest stuff. Like, should I try to do this? Maybe hop, skip over that. Like, what should I do? What should I do? So that wasn't working. He was sleeping mad heavy, like snoring and everything, like blowing mine. So I just said, all right, let me guess this password. So I said, what could the password possibly be? Like, what could it possibly be? I don't know. And I'm sitting here thinking like, yo, I don't know. And he's literally holding me. So he's behind me and I'm holding the phone in front of me. So all it takes is one wrong move. He pick up his ICT, like his phone is in my hand. So I'm just like, oh my God, should I hurry up? Like think of something. So I wound up typing in my birthday. And I feel like I thought that because I believe we had the passwords to each other's phone. I think prior, I don't know if it was prior to, and then I figured he changed it, or he told me one time, like when we was doing good. I don't remember how I just automatically thought to just put my birthday, but I did. Thank God, right? So, oh my God, y'all. I typed in my birthday and the phone opened. Oh my God, I said, yep, God, that's God, yep, I'm doing what you told me to do. You told me this was the password and I put it in the phone and I got it. God, you was telling me to go through the phone, so let me do it. So let me just give y'all some game real quick. And if you don't know this, then I just put you on. But if you do, you know that's like one of the top things to do when you're going through somebody's phone. Well, most likely you do, because I don't know. Well, I want to say I don't know, but yeah. So most likely when you're going through a dude phone, you got to go through the group chat. That's number one. You gotta go on a social media account that he doesn't post you on, or the one that he just looks super single on. And let me just tell y'all this too, before I even finish that, if you with somebody that you gotta do all that with, just break up with them. Like, don't be with them. It's really not worth it. But at the time, I was in a situation where I knew I was getting cheated on somehow. I just didn't know exactly what it was, but I wasn't ready to leave yet. And that's mad toxic. Mad toxic. So I'm not encouraging this. I'm just telling my story. But for the people who just want to know, y'all know I'm always put y'all on game, period. And that's just what that is. So I get into the phone. I don't remember where I went first, but I know I went through the group chat. I know I went through regular text messages. And I think why I was really mad is because nothing was hidden. Like, nothing was like, oh, you gotta go through a secret. Something like the game I just taught y'all. I mean, it was there, but like, it wasn't there. Like, I mean, it was there, but I didn't really have to search too hard for it. So I was just like, okay, so now what? Cool. So I went through his group chat. I went through his text messages. I typed my name in his text messages. I typed in head, sex. What else I typed in? Cat. I typed in, what else did I type in? I typed in something, but I found out mad stuff. I went on his Snapchat. Y'all, let me tell you something. I went through that Snapchat, and by this time we was together for a little minute, so I had a lot to look through in such little time. So as I'm going through the phone, I'm literally like taking pictures of stuff on my phone because I didn't want it to make the screenshots sound. I know I could have turned it down, but I just didn't want to risk it. So I muted the phone, like turned the sound on the side. I took the pictures of everything on my phone so I don't have to do an extra step by going in his phone to delete it. So I just was taking pictures of it off my phone. And if I felt, you know, I don't know why I'm sniffling, but I don't got the Rona, in case anybody was wondering. But yeah, I don't what you call it? Oh my God, I forgot where I was going. But yeah, so I went through the Snapchat. Like I said, we've been together for a while, so I had to really look through the phone. Oh yeah, I was saying that instead of going through all these extra steps, I just took the I took pictures of what I was looking at and all the cheating things that he was doing, so I don't have to delete him out his phone if he ever see that I was looking through his phone. I was closing apps and everything. Every time like I would feel him jump or something like that, I would like pretend like I was asleep. Like, oh my God, I was so, oh my God. Why was I even? Y'all, I be feeling bad for me sometimes, but then again I don't, because it's just like, girl, you knew to leave him and you didn't. So, you know, but we all go do like dumb phases, whatever. So oh my God, y'all, I had so much stuff in my phone. I could make an album out of it, like a whole photo album. Like, it was so much stuff. He was in there telling girls that like in public he was just cool with, like just friends with. He was telling them oh, I love you, the girl's like, oh, you be acting mad funny, like stuff like that. I'm seeing text messages like, oh, come downstairs, I'm downstairs, I got the kid. I'm saying like, got the kid? Yo, what? When I saw that I love you, when he told somebody else, like, and it was somebody, it was somebody that he knew for a long time, and somebody I was aware that he was cool with. And at that point, I didn't know they was dealing with each other, and I believe, oh, boom. This girl, I don't know. Oh, I addressed it after the celebration. It was like a New Year's celebration, and I addressed it then. And then, you know what this nigga, bro? And I know the story about to be everywhere, but I'm just telling y'all, like, as I remember it. So this one girl, like this one thing I saw on the phone with this girl, I pressed him about it. He like, oh, it's not even like that. That's my friend. But I'm not dumb. When I see what I see what I saw. Don't play with me. Like, and I'm not the one that be like, oh, maybe it did mean. No, it meant exactly what it looked like it said. Like, exactly what was there is exactly what you meant. So he gonna call his girl and be like, yo, right, we just friends? Right, we just friends? Why you playing with me? Like, now you playing with me because I couldn't pull that off. I couldn't pull that off. What? Oh my God. And this, I hate the double standards nowadays. Boys feel like you supposed to just forgive them so fast and everything's supposed to just be cool. No. So he gonna call like, oh, right, we friends, right, we friends. This fucking bitch on the phone gonna be like, yeah, nah, like you like family, or she said something like that, like, yeah, we just friends, like da da da. I hate. See, one thing about it, I don't like. Let me not curse, cause I'm thinking about it. I'm not getting tight, but I'm getting tight at how I'm remember how I felt in the moment, and it's just really getting me going. And I'm just sitting here thinking like, she playing with me? Like, now I feel like me and you got beef, cause girl, you sitting here sticking up for him and you want to be with him according to the text messages, but you see how he doing me, so you think you sticking up for him is going to help you be with him, because whatever he doing me, to me, he's going to do to you. You get him how you lose him, dummy. Like, that pissed me off in the moment. I'm like, yo, I said get off the phone, get off the phone. Like, I was not jacking that. So boom, that was just with that situation. Then he was talking with this other girl who always be on my body, like under my posts, liking my pics, commenting on my stories, like everything on my body. And I knew she used to mess with him back in the day, and she was really nothing hot, to be honest with you. Like, let's just be completely honest here. She was really nothing hot. Nothing hot at all. So I'm sitting here thinking like, are you serious? Like, this is what you messing with? Oh, what? What are you doing? Like, oh, my neck is about to break with all this extraness. But yeah, that's what was going on. So I was just so over it, y'all. I'm like, this is what you messing with? Then you paying for, you know, the girls that be having private snaps and stuff like that. You paying for private snaps of regular, just bummy, just looking girls. Like, oh, I was so disgusted, bro. Oh my God, you paying for this, and then you telling this girl you love her, you linked her. I'm saying you linked her. You talking back and forth flirting with this girl who's like nobody that really be on my body. When I tell you that Cardi B song, I went through your phone last night. That song, oh, I used to sing I was singing the hell out of that song, right? So, yeah, I was so mad about that, because I was mad that it was happening, but I was really mad too at who these people were, because it's just like, I knew it, but ew, like, you really could have did way better. Like, not even saying like you shouldn't be doing that at all, but you could have did way better. So then I also saw this other girl in there, and these things had like, the girls in this phone had like nicknames and stuff. So I didn't really know who they was until I really read the text messages or looked through the attachments or something like that, right? So I'm looking through this one girl text messages, and I didn't know who she was. So I went through the media and the attachments. Another girl that's on my body, she sent him some nudes. So I saved those nudes. Now, I wasn't gonna be daydream and post them as much as I wanted to, because I know this girl knew that was my man. But at this point, he was for everybody. So I I already was in a toxic situation. I didn't want to leave him. I knew he was doing certain things. I just didn't have no proof. So that's really what that was about. So then I'm looking, now I'm searching for girls that I just wasn't feeling how he was talking with them on social media. Like, I thought it was a little bit too friendly, or I heard something about, or something like that. And he's telling them, and mind you, oh my god, y'all, it's like I have so many toxic story times. Nowadays, I'm really a changed person, but and I still be going through shit sometimes, but nowadays my standards are way higher now. Like, I don't deal with a lot of things I used to deal with or whatever. So one of the girls that he really used to be like, I felt flirting in my face, but I'm like, am I overreacting? Like, was it just friendly and all this stuff? And this was years ago. Like, my mindset like really changed a lot. So I'm looking at the text messages, and he's writing her like, oh, when you gonna let me take you out? We gonna dress up, we gonna do this. I could have strangled him in his sleep, cause I'm like, I got this girl on social media too, and you sitting here saying I'm bugging and laughing at me or whatever the case may be in y'all group chat, and oh yeah, she's mad insecure. Like, and nigga, I'm not insecure. You're literally doing exactly what I thought you was doing. And that's one thing I don't like about dudes sometimes. They try to make you seem like you really bugging when you really know what's up. But men have a way with words sometimes, and you would just really sit there and be like, am I bugging? Like, you know, and that's why whatever you feel or your woman's intuition, let me tell you something, 9 times out of 10 is right. Period. And I'm not trying to sit here and advocate for people being toxic or messy or whatever, but look, we all go through relationship problems, so it is what it is. But so yeah, he was telling her like, oh, when we gonna go on a date, da 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 da. And that really hurt me, because I'm like, nigga, I be trying to get you to go on dates all the time, and you just so busy, or you gonna see, or you not around, or something. Like, it was always something. And it's like, all right, if you gonna be acting like this with me, we be breaking up. Why you be running back? Like, why do you keep coming back to me if you clearly don't want to be me, you want to mess with everybody else? But then as I think about it over the years, he came back because I allowed him to. And he knew I was the only one who's going to really hold him down. And I was wifey. I was the girl you bring around your family. I'm the girl that you could trust with money or trust to do certain things. Like, I was just that girl. So that's why he came back and I allowed him to do it. And one thing about it, a guy is always gonna do what he's always gonna do what you allow. And let me not even say guys, because sometimes girls ain't it either, but we not talking about us right now. So I was just so heartbroken over that. What else I did? Oh my god, I remember one time I went through his phone again, and this was like a month or 2 after I went through his phone before. Yes, I stayed with him. I was so dumb, like, but I can see that now, and I feel like I'm a little bit better. Not even a little bit, I'm a lot better with stuff like that. I don't tolerate a lot of BS, you feel me? But I went through his phone again a few months after, because we had to talk about it. I pressed him about everything or whatever the case may be. And let me tell y'all something. Why did I find out that this man, first of all right, he went to an event out of state, and I'm just thinking about it right now, like, stop playing with me. I hate when people play with me. Like, y'all see I'm a little like something not right with me when people try to play with me. I keep trying to explain this to people. When he was going to this event, right, I was already skeptical about it, because I'm just sitting here like, yo, something don't seem right. Something don't seem right. But he was calling me, he was keeping me updated at certain points, like, you know. So I'm like, all right, Shania, you could ease up a little bit, you know, just trust him. He's calling you, like, making sure, like, he checking in and all that. So maybe you overreacting. Like, I know he not the most trustworthy person, but just, you know, just chill out and don't stress yourself, and, you know, whatever. So I did so. Then, me being me, I go on his Snap. He's driving in a car. Mind you, he went with his friends. He's driving in a car 4 in the morning on his dolly. I said, okay, I'm not stupid. You went out of state with your friends, and you just so happened to be driving around at 4 in the morning by yourself. Do I look dumb to you? So either he's going to a link or he's coming from a link. There's no reason you're gonna be out of state driving around on your dolly without your mans, especially the type of dude he was. You cannot go nowhere without your friends or without other stuff, if you know what I mean. So make it make sense. The fuck? So I pressed him about it. He like, I don't even remember if he wrote me back or not. This was a while ago, so I don't know. But so that situation happened, and I like, my anxiety was just through the roof, because it's like, what if he just going to get something to eat? Like, I'm trying to tell myself everything else, knowing that it's exactly what I think it is. So granted, I never knew what happened. And then I remember on his friend's snap, because you know when your man goes somewhere, you watch everybody's snap. And if they tag people, you gonna watch they snap. If they page private, you gonna find somebody that y'all both following. Yo, let me use your account, or make a fake account, or follow them, or whatever the case may be. It's always gonna be something. So on his friend's snap, he in the back of the seat, drunk, pissy drunk. His pants unzipped and all that. He just passed out, and I'm like, you look so treachy. Like, I was just so disgusted and turned off, and I just knew in my heart and soul that something wasn't right. Lo and behold, I hope I said that right. I probably didn't say that right. But basically, now when I had went through his phone, at 2 months after the initial went through his phone situation, I found out that this nigga had a threesome, and came right back to me. I said, see, this is that shit. This is that shit I be talking about. And we was doing kind of good at the time, so when I went through his phone, it just took me back, and I didn't even want to be there no more. Like, I didn't want to be around him. I was so mad. So boom, back to the first time when I went through his phone, I saw that, oh, he telling another girl like, I love you. And he's not the most affectionate person, so for him to say that, it had to mean something, and that's why I heard it even more, you feel me? So I'm just like, yo, I can't believe this boy. Like, I found so much that he was flirting with a lot of his exes, a lot of people he was telling me, oh, don't worry about, and stuff like that. And now I'm sitting here like, so I wasn't bugging for no reason. Let me tell you something. I just got up. I didn't even fight him, and I wanted to throw the phone at his face. Like, I really wanted to fight him, because I just felt like, you really insulted my intelligence. Like, you really got the right one today. So I ain't even say nothing, y'all. I just tossed his phone on the bed. I got dressed, and I left. And he like, what happened? He got up because he heard me like wrestling. And I'm pretty sure there was a point in time where I was wrestling a lot, just because I don't think he was waking up. I wanted him to see me leave. I was mad dramatic. I wanted him to see me leave. And he was like, what happened? Where you going? What happened? What happened? And I was like, don't say nothing to me. Like, don't say nothing to me. Like, I was so mad. I was like, don't say shit to me. We're done. Like, don't say nothing to me. And I learned nowadays, don't tell a nigga you done if you're really not done with him. Because they use that excuse to really go fuck with somebody else and be like, oh, you said we was done. Alright? So, yeah. So, that happened. I wound up leaving, and then I can't say too much details because people will try to put two and two together, and I don't got time. I'm not really here to bash nobody, but this is my story tip. So, yeah, after that situation happened, I just left, and I went home, yo. I was crying on my way home. Like, I was just so hurt and upset, because it's like, damn, you really didn't have to do me like that. Like, I already be 10 toes with you, and I've been 10 toes with you from the beginning, and this is how you do me, bro. And it just got me to the point where, damn, like, am I a bad girlfriend? Like, am I not doing enough for my man? Like, you know, whatever. And I had to really accept the fact that, number one, stop always thinking it's you, because it really don't be you. Some men just can't help being like that. Like, and that's not an excuse, but I just feel like us as women are really hard on ourselves when our men cheat, because it's like, what's wrong with me? Like, am I not a good girlfriend, or whatever the case may be? And it really don't be you sometimes. Also, a man is gonna change for who he want to change for. So if he not changing for you, I'm not saying he don't love you or nothing like that, but you know, he just probably just still want to do his thing, or still in his little whatever. So yeah, I was so sad, bro. I ain't laugh for days. I didn't smile for days. No pun intended, but like, I was just so hurt, bro. I was so over it. But what wound up happening after the fact, I forgot when we started talking again, but I don't think I said anything about it until that day he had called shorty like, oh, do we talk or write you my means. He said something like that. I forgot what he said already. But yeah, I don't believe I said nothing into that day, and I don't know why I did that, because we was moving on to a whole bigger step within a few days. So that was mad annoying. But yeah, y'all, more of the story is, don't go through no dude phone. Don't go through nobody's phone unless you're ready to literally catch a heart attack. Especially if you're not gonna be ready for what you're about to see. You gotta be like real careful. And I learned so much, and I just always felt like too, as a woman, like if you with me and you feel like you gotta do all this with me, then why do you keep begging for me back? I'ma change, I'm sorry. Why do you do all that if you know you really want to do you? And it's one thing if they just try to slide back and you automatically just let them in, but you really putting up a fight and they really going hard to get you back, and they get you back and be on the same like, what am I here for, bro? And it gets so tiring, especially over the years. You just be so over it, like, bro, just leave me alone. Yeah, it just be like, you know, just go do your thing. Like, if you really want to be single, go do your thing. But you acting like you so distraught and you can't be without me and all this other stuff. Dude, go away. Like, go be a hoe. What you need me here for? Like, you feel me? But I don't know. Like I said, what you allow will continue. And I allowed a lot of things, and guess what? They continued. And I was dread, and I felt like I wasted my time. But we all go through things in life, and sometimes you gotta just be like, you know what? I'm not gonna sit here and bash myself or be super hard on myself, because when you're in love, love can be very blinded. And in that situation, I was so blinded by love, to the point where his friends was calling me dumb. And they never said that to my face. Like, they was mad cool. But I remember we was having a conversation one day, and he was like, yeah, I'm not going to front. They be saying, you mad dumb for staying with me. Like, and when he said that, that was a big, like, that was a big eye-opener. Like, yeah, I got to get out of here. Like, I ain't like that comment. I know we was having a little heart-to-heart or whatever, but I ain't like that comment. I was not feeling that. So, yeah, y'all, like I said, don't be going through these dudes' phones. And if you feel like you're in a relationship where you got to go through their phone, it's really not worth it. It's really not worth it, especially after the fact, because now you like, I done went through their phone and I'm not even ready to leave. So does that make me dumb? And it's like, I want to address it right now, but if I address it right now and stay with you, now it's just like you got another reason to not respect me and keep doing what you're doing, because I'm not even putting up a fight. You feel what I'm saying? So just follow your intuition always. And understand that it just might not be you, bro. Sometimes, all right, maybe you're not doing certain things the right way or whatever. He just feel like whatever. But most of the time, these men just do what they want to do because they can. And if you don't give him the opportunity to be able to do it, then either he's going to dip or he's going to get it right and y'all going to be Gucci. So, yeah. Anyways, that was pretty much the story time when I went through my ex's phone and I did not smile for days. Like, and every time I hear stuff like that, I be so weak. But then I think about when that happened to me, and I really was miserable for days. Like, I ain't want to laugh. My friends are mad funny. My friends are hilarious, and they kept trying to make me laugh, and I just couldn't, like, do it. And if I did, I felt like I'm still hurt. And I also have a mindset nowadays where it's like, I choose to have a good day. Like, you could be going through the worst thing ever, but at the end of the day, it might hurt so bad. And I guess the situation varies, but I'm trying to have a better control on my emotions. I feel like I let my emotions get the best of me sometimes, and I'm just over it. I'm not letting nobody make me have to go through all day being miserable and moping around and stuff. Nah, I want to have a good day too, because you know when somebody puts you through something and then you watch what they got going on a story or something, they be having the time of their life. Like, he don't care about me, or you know how we do that dumb stuff. No, he did something or whatever the case may be, or me and him going through something. Look, I'm not in the mood to have no bad days, so I'm gonna choose to have a good day. And it's really not that easy, y'all. Look, let me tell y'all something. I'm the queen of letting stuff bother me for like days and days and days and days. And nowadays, he did what he did. All right, cool. I'm gonna remember that. Cool. And then you just go about your business. Like, all right, remember, I'm always have the last laugh. And I tell myself this all the time because guess what? I always have the last laugh. It may not be today, may not be tomorrow, may not be next month. Shoot, it may not even be next year, but just know I'm gonna always have the last laugh. And once you have the last laugh, make that be the last laugh and don't deal with them no more. Take that advice from me because, yeah. Alright y'all, so I just went ahead and bumped the ends, as y'all can see right here. And yeah, that is it for today's video. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I hope y'all enjoyed this toxic story time. Y'all know I got toxic story times for days. Jesus Christ, that's terrible, but it is what it is. Here's a close-up of the hairline, bodied of course. And yeah, this is the look. I'm about to go change my clothes and get the thing started. Oh, please, let's do a close-up. I know my part a little crooked right here, but that's okay. We gotta really talk about this. This is the power of transparent lace. I'm telling you. Anyways, I will see y'all in my next video. Once again, this hair is from VIVI Baby Hair. And I will leave the links down in the description box of all the information and the exact link to this look. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be a discount code. So make sure y'all use that if y'all want a little money off, okay? I'm going to see y'all in another story time. And I'm going to definitely see y'all in another video. Bye, loves.
Got a bitch in the city, so don't fuck around. Know them hoes is out to get me, they don't hold me down.